Hey Zion, Pastor Thomas here. In the advance of each quarter, we release these ministry highlight pages that highlight some of the different learning and discipleship opportunities that are happening in our church in the upcoming months. Now, when we release this page, we don't necessarily have all of the information for each of the different events, but as we get that information, as details come together, we continue to update this page between now and then the start of the next quarter. So I'm here today to talk about our spring calendar, some different ministry highlights and opportunities. Before I do, I just wanted to share a brief reflection just as one of your pastors. And I want to read something from you. This comes from John chapter 17. This comes from Jesus' prayer, and it's a prayer that he's praying to God for all those who would believe in him after he had died. And so I'm going to read it from John chapter 17, just picking up at verse 20, and it says this. He says, "I pray not only for these, but also for those who believe in me through their word. May they all be one, as you, Father, are in me, and I am in you. May they also be in us, so that the world may believe you sent me. I have given them the glory you have given me, so that they may be one as we are one. I am in them, and you are in me, so that they may be made completely one, that the world may know you have sent me and have loved them as you have loved me." So Jesus here, he's talking about his desire and prayer for unity for the people who believe in him. And unity is, it's hard to keep, but it's glorious to experience. It's glorious to enjoy. And I don't know where you're at and how you're feeling, but when I look at our church right now, and I reflect on these past few months, the few months since I made the last video for the previous highlights page, I think God is doing a work of binding us as a church in these few days. I see an energy being reclaimed. I see fears being cast out. I see us coming alongside of each other, especially in our grief, of which there's been ample reason for grief with all of those that we've lost in these past couple weeks. And I also see stamina starting to grow again as we're continuing to use muscles that we haven't used for a while. And I see how he's been at work and seeing in all of us this freedom to dream and to vision again. All in all, yes, God, he's been at work here at Zion. And as we look forward to the spring, I anticipate that God is going to continue to do this work of binding and growing us in one, bringing us together. And I pray that as he does this work, that we would be completely one together, that we'd be completely one with God, all the more that God would do that work. So with that in mind, this idea of God doing this work of binding us, let's talk about ministry highlights, different things that are coming up between now and then the end of May. And of course, the highlight and the feature of this spring calendar is all the things happening around Lent and Easter. As the weather has begun to turn and as COVID restrictions have allowed us to gather in ways more similar to what we did pre-COVID, I'm personally very excited about what's coming up. And I want to talk first about our teaching focus. And actually, it connects to the passage I read just a couple of minutes ago. And for the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about Jesus' prayer for us. We're looking at this prayer that Jesus prays for himself, for the disciples, and for all who would believe one day, that he prays during the Last Supper, the night before he was crucified, that we find in John chapter 17. And starting on March 27th, we're going to work through this week by week until Easter Sunday, just looking at how he prayed for us. And I think as we do that, I think we're going to find that we're inspired and we're encouraged into this next season. And connected to this, starting on April 3rd through to Easter Sunday, we're going to be bringing together our kids, our youth, and our adult ministries that normally meet separately at 9:30. We're going to all meet together for April 3rd, 10th, and 17th for Easter together, much like what we did for Christmas together during Advent. And in this time together, we're going to engage with the part of the prayer that's going to be talked about in the service. And we're going to engage with this material in fun and different ways, doing various activities, maybe a craft, still sorting out the final details, but we're going to have some fun together. But the one day I want to particularly highlight for you is on Easter Sunday itself, on April 17th. For a long time, coming together as a church, as a whole church, to come around together for a meal was a defining characteristic of Zion. Now, I don't know if you realize, but it's now been over 2 years because of COVID that we've been able to gather around the table in a church having a normal meal together. It's been 2 years. Well, on Easter Sunday, as we celebrate the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ, we are going to come together at 9:30, April 17th. We're going to come around tables, we're going to have breakfast together, and we're going to talk. There'll be some activities, but we're going to have a meal together, something we've been deprived of for so long. And I am so eagerly looking forward to that, and I hope that you will join me on April 17th. And speaking of things returning that we haven't seen for the last couple of years, Egg Extravaganza is back. It is going to be on April 9th. It's going to be from 9 to noon here at the church. It's a great opportunity for families to come, to connect, to fellowship around different activities and some different crafts. There's ample opportunity to help and to serve. See the website or the info desk in the lobby for more information on how to get involved there. And then the last thing regarding Lent and Easter is about our Good Friday service. That is going to be on April 15th. It'll be 10 a.m. here at the church. Now, you look outside, it's a beautiful day when I'm recording this. The snow is melting away, and you know what I am starting to think of. I am thinking Slow Pitch. Slow Pitch is here. It is coming. It is a great opportunity to connect with people from the church and outside of the church. It's been an amazing experience seeing what God has been doing in and through that ministry over these last couple years, and we want you involved. It's for anyone that is 16 or over. They can sign up and join one of our 2 slow pitch teams. We have the Badgers and the Cubs. All of the information on this league and our teams is on the website, and you can go there for more information. And the deadline to register is April 10th. Now, some other ministry highlights to bring to your attention to save the date for. We have a Plan to Protect refresher training, which is going to be on May 29th. For that, it's for all volunteers and all ministry personnel. Even if you came to the training in the fall, this is also for you because we will not be offering a large group training time again until May 2023. We're kind of resetting the calendar and getting back to that pre-COVID rhythm of training. And so save that on your calendar, be May 29th following the service. There's also going to be a members meeting on May 1st here at the church in the evening. So working on a couple details on that, so stay tuned. And ladies, keep an eye out for information as this spring there's going to be a women's fellowship time in the month of May. And so keep an eye out for that. I haven't even talked about what's happening at 9:30 after Easter together in Refresh, in Street 52, in the upper room. I'm not even talking about the ministries that started meeting during our winter quarter that are continuing, like our gender study and our neighborhood project. There's a lot that is happening in the life of our church. God is at work here, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do. So, if you have any questions about anything on this page, please reach the church office. You can do it via email at office@zbcc.ca. You can contact myself. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. So that's it for now. Until next time, we'll see you. God bless, and I'll see you at these different things happening. Bye.